Good evening. My name is Muhammad Yusuf Iqbal and my partner is Shukri Afifi. So basically we're gonna solve an integration question for this assignment. So basically the question that we have here is cos theta over sine squared theta plus 4 sine theta minus 5. Okay, this is the question. So firstly, in order to solve this integration question, what we're going to do is we're going to use a substitution method for this trigonometry. We need to change it in terms of x to simplify this problem. So we're going to do let x equals to sine theta. So basically the differentiate of x is equals to cos theta. So basically now we're just going to substitute this into the main problem here, which will change the form of the fraction into this form. Okay, so as you can see, this we have a quadratic in the denominator. So the easiest way for us to solve this is by using partial fraction method. So we're gonna factor the denominator first. So it's gonna change into x minus 1 dx. Okay, so here we can write this in another form, which will look like this. Okay, so we look like this. But the problem right now, we need to solve for a and b first. So in order to solve for a and b, we need to multiply a and b with the other fraction's denominator. So in order for us to have the same denominator for both of these fraction, so it's going to change from this one into here. So okay, so this is currently the form of the equation. So basically what we're going to do here right now, we're going to solve for a and b. In order for us to solve for a and b, we need to compare it first. Before we compare it, we just need to expand it first. So basically after we expand it, it will look like this. Okay, will look like this. So basically right now we just need to compare for the part that have an x variable, both of these with an x variable in this form, because it's actually the same equation but it has a and b. So basically we just need to compare. As you guys can see, there's an x here and x here, but there's no x here. So basically we compare ax and bx equals to 0 because there's no x here. And for the constant that doesn't have any x variable, we compare it to 1 because this number 1 here also doesn't have any x variable. So we just need to compare it to 1. Okay, and another part is ax plus bx equals to 0. So for this part here, divide both side by x, so it's going to be negative b. Okay, so just substitute here this negative b to a, so we're going to get positive b. So it's going to be 1 over 6. So if b is 1 over 6, so a is going to be negative 1 over 6. So this is the method that one of the method to solve this partial fraction method before we integrate the before we integrate the fraction that we simplified. So my friend Shukri will show another method that can be used to simplify this partial fraction, and by that I mean he will show another way to find A and B. So this is one way, and there is another way for it that you can use to find A and B. And after that, he will continue to solve the problem until the end.
Alright, hello, I'm Shukri Afifi. I will continue the partial fraction questions. Actually, we have many methods for the partial fraction questions, but maybe this is the easiest way and fastest way because we can reduce the error from this method. Okay, the question is 1 over x plus 5 x minus 1. Alright, we assign a over x plus 5 plus b x minus 1. Alright, we multiply all this with x plus 5 and x minus 1, and we can get this equation 1 equal to a x minus 1 plus b x plus 5. Alright, we will assign x equal to 1 because x minus 1 equal to 0. So when we assign x equal to 1, we get b x plus 5. So we insert 1 to x, we get the same answer like Yusuf. So b equal to 1 over 6. And for a, we assign x equal to negative 5 because x plus 5 equal to 0. So 1, a, negative 5, negative 1. So a, we get negative 1 over 6. Right, so we will insert a and b into the equation. So we get integrate a, we get negative 1 over 6 x plus 5 dx plus b, we get 1 over 6 x minus 1 dx. So we will put negative 1 over 6 at the outside. So 1 over x plus 5 dx plus 1 over 6 1 over x minus 1 dx. So let's integrate. We get ln x plus 5, and for this we get 1 over 6 ln x minus 1 plus c. We will simplify it. We can get, we factorize it 1 over 6 at the outside. So we put this first, ln x minus 1 minus ln x plus 5 plus c. Alright. So we also can simplify it. 1 over 6 ln x minus 1 over x plus 5, because ln x minus 1 minus ln x plus 5, we can get x minus 1 over x plus 5. Alright, so we can sub the x equal to sine theta. So So the final answer is 1/6 to ln x sin theta minus 1 over sin theta plus 5 plus c. Alright, this is final answer. Thank you.